you shared a story on the heels of George Floyd that you had a similar experience with the LAPD. And on these airwaves, a lot of people have been sharing their experiences, and it's almost like this trauma, after seeing that video, has been bubbling up in a lot of us who have had experiences and just kind of didn't talk about them, brushed it off, and it seems to be coming to the surface. Is that what happened with you, Jay?
For those that don't know, what actually happened to you?
Okay, so I was running. Like I said, I was running on Ventura. I got this thing called the Run Tracker app.
Jogging. You weren't running away. Let me just wait. Hold on. You weren't running away. You weren't running towards.
No,
you were jogging for exercise.
I was exercising because they closed all the gyms. I won't trying to get my job at a hut stretch mark on. I won't about that life. You feel me? Because I seen people with the abs, and the abs ain't abs no more. They just skin and flabs. I ain't want to do that.
Flabs.
So I'm running.
Flabs. Yeah.
Flabs. They got flabs now. It's not abs. It's a flab, right? So I'm running down Ventura. At this point, my Run Tracker app tells me to stop. It says take a rest. I was like, cool. So now I'm walking across the street. See the police officer to the left of me. I don't think anything of it because I'm a law-abiding citizen. I don't think anything of it. I'm exercising. Keep in mind, I have on exercise gear. I got on a hoodie. You know what I'm saying? I got my headphones on. I got jogging pants, sneakers, shirt. I'm exercising. And I'm walking, and I hear the cop say, "Freeze! Get on the ground! Get on the ground!" I'm looking at him like, who is he talking to? Because he can't be talking to me because I ain't do nothing. I'm looking this way like, wait a second. Is there somebody over here? I'm like, oh, snap. Let me get my phone because whatever's about to happen, let me record it. Come closer to me. Get on the ground. I'm like, oh, okay. Is everybody getting on the ground in this section? Maybe I walked into the wrong section. Maybe that's what's happening. Get on the ground. Spread your arms like an airplane. Put my arms out. Got on the ground, the Corona ground. My chest is sweaty. I'm on the ground. They come with guns. They don't have on gloves. They don't have on masks, anything like that. Dude comes out with his gun. 3 more officers pull up in a car. They hop out. There was another officer in front. He didn't have a gun. And the 4 officers were like this. Dude came, got on top of me, put his knee on me. Put me in cuffs. As I'm getting put in cuffs, I'm like, are you putting me in cuffs? He said, yeah, you're being detained. I'm like, what did I do? Right? And he's like, well, yeah, stand up. I'm like, dude, how can I stand up? I'm in cuffs. What do you think, I'm Bruce Lee? I'm gonna do some kung fu magic trick. So they pull me up. The guys walk me to the side. They asked me, do you want to sit? You want to sit on the corner? I mean, because it's the sun is over here. There's shade over there. You want to sit? I said, oh, yeah, now you're trying to be nice. I said, no, I don't want to sit down. I said, this is Corona. I don't want to be on the ground. I don't know. This is biological warfare. They said, let me get where do you live at, all that. I'm like, listen, I'm not telling you where I live. I said, but if you type in Jay Pharoah on Google, you will see that you made a super mistake. 2 minutes and some change later. It had to be a couple minutes, whatever. Dude came back. I'm still in cuffs. Dude came back. We just got a call that you're not the guy. They told me that I fit the description of a black man with a gray shirt and gray jogging pants. I was like, yeah. So basically black. That's what you're saying. Okay. All right. And so they told me I wasn't the guy. I said, yo, get these effing cuffs off me. And then they got me out the cuffs, and I immediately went live on Instagram because I was totally incredulous. And I was being treated like this, and I'm an innocent black man, just exercising. And let's say this, all right? Now, I'm not one to trip over what could have happened, right? But had my Run Tracker app been telling me to run at that time through that situation, and I have these Bose noise-canceling headphones on, and I would have ran past that officer, the headlines would have said he resisted arrest.
Or fled.
And he was killed, resisting arrest. And that's how they would have tried to roll it, because I wouldn't have known, because I couldn't hear. Luckily, by the grace of God, I was paying attention and I could see what was going on. That was God right there. It had to be. It had to be, man. So I know I'm here to. I know that this situation, he's trying to use me in some way. You know, I'm religious. I ain't even scared to say it. I'm religious. I'm a Christian. I'm happy about it. I can say it. I believe my grandma's prayers and my mother's prayers have covered me for a lot of years. You know, grandma's prayers, that's what the country really needs right now. If every grandma starts praying, we good. But, you know, grandma, because they're pure. You know what I mean? My mom, I told the situation to my mom. She was the first one I called. She crying. My pop, he's trying to figure out, you know, I know he was emotional. My sister crying. My aunt, she heard the story crying. I don't like the aftermath that the situation has caused to my family's emotions. I don't like that. Or the people who know me personally. But let me tell you what this has done. All of my ex-white coworkers that I did have, people that different walks of life all over the last decade that I've known, people that have known me for my whole life that couldn't understand what it was. They said for you to go through that because we know you, it puts it in perspective for us. Like we didn't get it before, but you being somebody we care about and we know, we kind of understand more now. So, and the video that you're putting out there, it's a powerful message, and people are paying attention to it. My boss called me, Lauren. I talked to Lauren the other day, and I gotta give a shout out to my boss because, you know, I didn't have any ID on me, so I don't know if the situation would have escalated to where it would have escalated to, but I know when I said my name, couple minutes later, I was out of those cuffs, and you know, I never thought that. I didn't think that SNL could like save my life. It could have saved my life. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta give a shout out to my boss, Lauren Michaels. I talked to him on the phone. Love the man. Everybody else that reached out to me. Just because my career could have really saved my life. But if I was an everyday, normal, walking around, everyday Joe, who knows what could have happened? And that's the problem. It shouldn't be like that. Black people should not feel like we're guilty until proven innocent. We should be innocent until proven guilty. We have that right just like everybody else. These are basic civil rights. They are human rights. All of the representation and the symbolism with the deers, it never made sense to me, but now I get it. Because if you see what is happening with these black folks in our country that are just getting killed, just getting hung, and they're trying to rule them as suicides, we are getting hunted like deer. Deers are unassuming. They just minding their own business, and they get killed. The person either eats it, doesn't eat it, puts their head on the wall for game. We are getting hunted for game, and that needs to stop. Nobody should have to feel like your life is threatened by going to a Whole Foods or if I go to a gas station or if I'm going to the post office. The fear that I had when a car slowly comes up to me now, like I stop. Like I still run because I'm still getting my exercise on. But, yo, when a car comes up creeping like this, I get a little nervous. Now, a stop sign might be there, and I got to pay attention. Like, oh, okay, there's a stop sign. That's why they're stopping. But if it's not, when a car's just coming, if it's a police officer, like that bump, bump, you know what I'm talking about? That feeling that you get, you know what I'm talking about, in the pit of your stomach. You don't know the outcome of your day because it's contingent on this guy's emotions and feelings. Like, if an officer's having a bad day, bad. You can have a bad day. Having a good day, you have a good day. You shouldn't have to think like that, man. So that's what happened to me.
Are you? Is there a thing? Is it over? Are you planning a formal complaint, sue?
Oh, I have to. Yeah. I'm going through it. I'm definitely filing a complaint. I'm following up. I got my lawyers on it and everything, man. Like I said, I didn't do it.
But that can't bring you back. That cannot restore. That can't remove the terror. That can't remove the trauma. That can't restore you. You're going to be carrying that around for the rest of your life. And that's the thing that people need to understand. I don't know a single black person that has not had a police encounter where their stomach drops when that light goes on. It's not like, oh, they're here to help. No, it's like, what's going to happen to me? And that's what it means to, and that kind of stress, I don't think people can even understand that we have to navigate and to put on a happy face. And forget about the workplace. It's not just the cops. It's those slights, those snipes, the offhanded comments, the well-meaning folk who, they're not racist, but they say some dumb stuff that you got to swallow. It's all of that. So thank you for sharing that today. I really,
No, hey, it is what it is. Being black in America, being black in America is exactly being black in America. And, me, look, of course I've hung around. I got, of course, my cousins, everybody. Both my parents from the hood. You understand that. You know what I mean? My mom's from Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn.
You're from Virginia, right?
Father,
You're from Virginia?
I'm from Virginia. My pop is from Chesterfield Heights in Virginia. You know what I mean? We grew up, even they a little bit grew up a little sheltered because church. They were in the church. It's all church. But they had those street experiences. And they made sure they told me about them. But you're a kid, if you're a kid living in a middle class suburb or whatever, and somebody's telling you about it, you can see it a million times. You can hear it a million times. But until it happens to you, it doesn't hit you. Until you can see the outrage, you can see why your parents come home and they're talking about the folks at work and how things need to change. You compartmentalize it. It doesn't even dawn on you what's happening until it's in your face. I've definitely been stopped by a cop before. I've been stopped. Cop stood on the back door and asked me for my license and registration. Stood at the back door. That happened before. No gun was pulled out. So I was like, oh, okay, cool. Well, here you go, officer. Not thinking about anything. Of course people have said racist things to me in Virginia. Of course. But to be in a situation where there are guns pulled out aimed at you for no reason, that is one of the scariest feelings you will ever have in your life. It's like if you a sibling, like one of your siblings broke something in the house. Let's say they broke the vase. They were kicking a ball in the house like they weren't supposed to. You at the library, right? He go upstairs. You come home. Your mom see the vase broke. She look at you. You get blamed for it. I ain't do it. You know what I'm saying? It's on me. I ain't do anything. And so it's like, oh, I got the whipping. Bam. And you always talk, hey, Mom, remember that time you whipped me for no reason? But you probably did something else I didn't know about. Wow, what type of logic is that? It's the same thing. It's like, yo, I'm innocent. Why you treat me like I'm guilty? It's just ridiculous to me, man.